Sega. Dudes. Dudes. Oh, welcome to 2026 and the first Sega Dudes podcast of the year.
Hmm.
First week is already over, so 51 more to go, just about.
It's only 51 weeks.
Well, 52 weeks, but 1 week is almost over, so
That is true.
that's what I meant by 51 more to go. We'll be back in. It'll be 2027, and it'll be 2027 before you even can think about it. It's crazy. Time just goes by. Doesn't matter. Even if you catch the flu right before Christmas and are laid up for a couple weeks. But I guess that's a good time to get the flu when you've already got time off for vacation and the office is closed. So
Yeah, well, I mean, that kind of is a crappy way to spend your vacation.
yeah, but the good thing is I didn't have to worry about trying to be like, oh, I feel like garbage, but I need to get into work because I don't want to use any vacation days or sick days or whatever.
That does stink.
Which
I don't know.
I'm left, so.
Well, I mean, you could be me and are painting an entire house. Well, which stinks either way. So, I mean,
I'm not planning on moving or selling a house anytime soon. So,
yeah. I don't know. We'll see.
Yep. So, for tonight, we're going to talk about our top games of 2025. Top 5. And
yes,
it doesn't have to be a game that was released in 2025. Because if it was, I don't think I'd have one.
Do I do. I have some.
But, these are just games we beat for the first time last year. Or, I don't know if you beat all of yours. Or just games that you played a good chunk of to realize that, like, oh, hey, this was a great game. I had started this one last year. It would probably be on the list. So it'll probably be on the list for next year.
Expedition 33.
Yeah, it was an ordeal to get that. So I should have just gotten the regular edition. I'm not worried about getting the mirrored edition.
Mine was an ordeal to get Terminator. Mine, I had issues getting Terminator. This was the one that was the big pain in the well, look there, you can see yourself. This was the big pain in the rear.
Gates of Memories 1 and 2. I have no idea what that is.
This is so great. I haven't opened it. I'm still on the fence about opening it or not. But damn, that is such a good. I might take a mental health day from painting and play that.
Just take the weekend.
I mean, honestly, I'm so tired that I've been playing Kirby and the Forgotten Lands, which is very good. Very good.
That's fine. I mean, there's nothing wrong. I mean, as long as you're getting some time to play some games, I guess.
I'm really enjoying Kirby. Like,
then why are you playing anything else?
I don't know. I really happen to like Kirby games, and I think Kirby is
fine. They're not
great.
bad games. I like Kirby games that I've played. I just haven't put the time in to look for any of the newer ones because
could be worse.
They're just too much. And
could be worse. I could be playing Donkey Kong.
Bonanza. Well, that's what you get for buying a Switch 2.
That's what I get for having OCD.
Let's get that out of there. It was mid-70s today. It's a little bit too warm to have a blanket around. Mid-70s tomorrow, mid-70s, or it's going to be low 70s Saturday. And then Sunday, I think the high is supposed to be in the 50s. So about a 20-degree difference between the two. I think we need to go ahead and let's do the start going into our top 5 games for 2025. If you want to go ahead and so what I'm going to do is the first 4 are going to be in no particular order, and then the last game is going to be my favorite game from last year.
Oh, okay. I was going to do mine in order. If you wanted to do,
if you want to do yours in order, that's fine. I just didn't. I was like, okay, this is my top game, and here's the other 4. I did games that I beat. So, and I beat 26 games last year. So, almost 20%. I had to pull 20% of the games that I beat last year.
Let's see. So my fourth game.
Your fourth.
No, my top five. So my fifth game.
Okay.
It's there only because it came out late in 2025. Came out late. Was Digimon.
Oh, Digimon Story Time Stranger.
Yes, I have 222 hours into this game. 220, 230 hours.
Wait. You have over 200 hours in it, and it came out late in the year?
It, I don't know when it came out, but I have like 200 something hours into it. The only reason why I have 200 hours into it because I run around and try to level everything up, and then I try to collect the Digimon, upgrade the Digimon, then downgrade them, upgrade them. It's a really good game between this and the anime. I think it revitalized Digimon because a lot of people, it seems, are sick and tired of the Pokemon grind. Pokemon. I mean, it just
especially not having played any of like the mainline Pokemon games, but like the formula hasn't changed much.
Just
people still eat it up.
You know, the last Pokemon game is ZA. It's
unfortunate. Is what it is.
It's toilet water, but I mean, yeah, I happen to like it. I thought it was great. It's a fun game. The story's really good. I was surprised at a game. You know, Bandai Namco. You think, FromSoft, Bandai Namco, Elden Ring, blah blah blah, Dragon Ball Z, but it was really good. I mean, I'm still enjoying it. And they threw out DLCs. And the best part about the game is that if you spend $5, you get dungeons, 3 dungeons. And the first dungeon is a whatever dungeon. It's a money dungeon, so you get more yen in the game. There's a level up dungeon where you get level ups, where you can level up your Digimon. And then there's another dungeon where you get certain items in the game that you need to like craft and other stuff. So for $5, you basically can level up all your Digimon and go from there.
For $5, you get a cheat code. You can get money. You can get experience for your Digimon, so you can level them quicker, or you can get items for crafting, which excuse me, is a kind of a clever way to not have to. You can specify how you're grinding,
but
so
it's very strict with, hey, listen, you still have to use your Digimon to upgrade. You still have to get some Digimon, upgrade them, downgrade, upgrade again, and then down. So it's not like where you could just cheat through and level everything to 99. You still have to put in some of the work in the dungeons. So
what is
I get it.
What is you upgrade them and then downgrade them? What is that?
So what happens is you upgrade them to 33. Like let's say you have a Digimon, you get it.
Oh, is it like promoting in Shining Force? You get them up to level and you promote them and they drop down, but they get better.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
So you increase your stats. Your Digimon stays at those stats. Then you de-evolve them, and then bring them up to a level like again 35. Then when you evolve them, their stats go up even more. Drop them down, use them again. Their stats go up even more, which is a great idea of having someone play the game over and over again because you want to increase your stats to get better Digimon in the game.
So did you get War Greymon?
Yes, I have War Greymon already. I mean, it's such a great game.
Did you get Omnimon?
Yes, I have Omnimon. I believe there is an Omnimon or something. I don't know the full names of them. I haven't played a Digimon game since Digimon World 1, which I own on PlayStation, and World 2. But it's a really good. It's a really fun game.
Enjoyed it.
I know Metal Greymon. I have Oh, the Angelmon,
Digimon.
Agemon, Demonmon, all that. Great game.
Do
So
you know if it's available for anything else other than PlayStation?
it's available all over.
I'm gonna have to keep an eye out for it then.
It's a lot of fun. It really is a lot of. The music's great. So, you know.
All right. So this is not number 5, but this is just one of the top games I played and I beat. All minor games I beat, and that's Warhammer Chaos Bane.
Oh, jeez, that's a.
So I got a little gameplay footage for this. I've got the sound muted, but it's a fun hack and slash. You run around and it's a Diablo style, and even with a controller, it was a lot of fun. It was enough fun that I beat it 3 times with 3 different characters. It's not very tough because the first time I was like, oh, you can change the difficulty so you get more experience, you get better gear, and I think it was more money. But the enemies were harder, which made some of the bosses really, really tough. I think there was one boss that might be the second boss for chapter 2, or the final boss for chapter 2. I think I turned the difficulty down on that one, and a couple other of the mini bosses because they were ridiculously hard for what I had. But like the second and third time I ran it with different characters, it wasn't really a problem. And it was one of the ones that it was like, okay, I need to stop playing this so I can go and play something else. I think they had some DLC for this, and I actually looked at buying it because I got this game from Game Pass years ago. But it's a really fun Diablo style hack and slash game. So like I said, I really enjoyed it. Strange enough, I haven't really played much of Diablo since Diablo 2. But I still prefer the original Diablo, especially with the Hellfire expansion, because it gives you some quality of life improvement.
Any game that's like this with gratuitous violence is okay by me.
I wouldn't say it's all that gratuitous. I mean, it's a little gory because you look at whatever that thing is over there on the building is kind of nasty looking, and when you hit stuff that bleeds, and all if it they fall apart or explode or anything, if anything does in the game. That big red orb he just picked up, you get that, and it's kind of like a rage meter. So you use that, and you can do a lot more damage a lot quicker. But it was a fun game. And again, I played through it 3 times, so I was running through it and enjoying it enough to play it multiple times.
When did this thing come out?
Actually, I have no idea. I think it was a Xbox One title. 2019. So yeah, it's on June 4th of 2019. So it's not a new game, but like I said, still a lot of fun, really enjoyable.
I don't like games. I mean, games that are like that, but you have that type of view. It's like a Diablo-esque type of game. I was never big into them, but I mean, it looks cool.
Oh, I had way too much fun with the original Diablo. This was back in dial-up days. I was playing enough online that our ISP called. I was like, is someone actually using the internet? Because the amount of time the computer was online, this was dial-up. So, they didn't really want somebody online who wasn't using it. Because it was like, oh yeah, yesterday it was used for 15 hours, the day before that it was 18. And I mean, so granted, like I had chores and other stuff I had to go and do, and I'd just stay connected. But I played a ton of it. The original
So
Diablo.
they called up and was like, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah, they were like, hey, y'all are using too much of our bandwidth. All that means is we were getting our money's worth. I was making sure that we got our money's worth for paying, I don't know what it was, $20 or $30 maybe, to have our internet connection with a 56K modem. But that's Chaos Bane. Warhammer Chaos Bane, lots of fun. If you like Diablo style games, like I said, it's not tough, but it's fun.
That looks interesting. My fourth game is going to be interesting. Fairy Tale 2.
And it's not even open.
Oh no, it is. I have
No, I was just giving you a bad time.
I have I think 300 hours in this. This came out in 2004, but I got this for $6 on Amazon because it was on sale or whatever. I saw someone playing it. It's like a tactical type of like turn-based game. Damn, it was good. I watched the story. I didn't know nothing about the anime, played it. I watched the anime in the game. I read to watch the story. I was playing. It was great. I didn't beat it, but it was I'm almost at the end of beating it, but it was such a good time. That game. The voice acting was excellent, the controls were excellent, and the best damn thing about that game is that if you play any tactical based game, your reserve party members do not level up with you. So you have to balance your party tactics. Your party members don't level up with you, who are like
Hold on.
okay.
Are there any tactic games like Shining Force? If they're not in your party and they're not attacking and hitting stuff, they're not getting experience outside of the healers who get experience from healing. But everyone that you leave at headquarters doesn't get experience. But are there tactic games that level up along with your party even when they're not being used? Hold on.
So
okay, I thought you were saying that one wasn't.
That one does, which is impressive, and that's why I liked it so much. Because then I grind because all the members of the party are now going up. Everybody is going up because you're under the same guild. The Fairy Tale is the guild, so you're in the Fairy Tale guild, and everybody's leveling up. Man, it is amazing.
Interesting. Yeah. Okay. So I misunderstood. I thought you were saying so. Final Fantasy Tactics doesn't, but that one does.
That one does. And
how's
really
it going,
good.
Sergeant Salt and Pepper? Yeah, dial-up. I'd do a bad impression of the dial-up sound, but I'm not sure my can handle it. I still got a little bit of a cough left from the flu.
But I mean, I was having a great time with that. It was a great game. I mean, normally what I wouldn't like, I would just go, I don't care about the story. I really was reading the story. Then I would read the lore. Then I would go on the website. I would go on the internet on the wiki and then read about the people on the wiki and get to know the people even better. Like I was really getting into it.
So you had your bathroom reading, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. It was good. I honestly, I have to say, I'm going to play the game and beat it. I really did enjoy that game a lot. I really enjoyed that game a lot.
I'm glad you did. I'm not sure that would be my cup of tea these days.
The voice acting
only reason
is so
why
good.
I can go back to Shining Force is because I played that as a kid, and so it's just so familiar. It doesn't feel like a grind or anything. But yeah. So before I go into my next one, Sergeant Salt and Pepper, what's one of your top games that you played last year? Doesn't have to have been released last year, but just one of the top 5 games that you played. My next one is one of the first games I picked up when I really started getting back into collecting, and I picked it up from the local comic shop. There was an arcade version, there was a Genesis version, there was a Super Nintendo version. Oh, I don't have the receipt in here. So I picked it up September 2nd of 2017. I picked up a comic too.
2017.
Yep. Genesis. I picked up Outrun on the Genesis, NES, Dr. Mario. That was probably for Prin. Although Dr. Mario's a really
Dr.
fun
Mario is a great game.
And then I picked up Miracle Warriors for the Sega Master System.
I don't even know what
And then
that
I picked
is.
up this game, Captain America and the Avengers. Loved this game as an arcade in the arcade. I remember as a kid, I believe it was my brother and cousins. We were playing. We got all the way to the end where you fight Red Skull. Spoiler alert! And just such a fun game. Such a fun game. Let's see. I haven't finished it yet, but I got the new Shinobi game for PS1. The demo I played, that is such a good game. It is a solid game. It's like they continued how the Genesis versions played. They just upped the graphics a little bit. So
Ooh,
I haven't bought the full version yet, but that's what I'm going to pick up. But hey, we're gonna show some gameplay, and this is actually my gameplay from 7 years ago. So ignore the baby face.
Did you play this again?
I did. I played it. I beat it in February. It was the third or fourth game I beat.
Oh my god, I remember this game.
But it's such a fun game. Let me see.
I remember the.
I must be playing with the arcade stick. I don't know if you can hear it, but I'm sitting there. Tat, 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 tat. But it's a really fun beat 'em up. You can play 2 players. The Super Nintendo version is trash. Do not play the Super Nintendo version.
Oh no, the
It's
Super
bad.
Nintendo version is horrible. It's good. It's pure garbage.
I just remember my brother and I were like, okay, which version are we going to rent? And I think we had rented the Genesis version before, so we're like, oh well, the Super Nintendo version should be pretty good because the SNES was a stronger system, but it was a garbage game. Just they didn't do it right.
Super Nintendo didn't do games like this good.
It was just a bad port. Get to some of the other areas.
According to this, there's
this must have been after I died. And the the demos playing. See, but you have levels where it's like a shooter.
Mm-hmm.
You get on your
like that with the
thing if
shield.
You don't fly, and then you get lost. You run into other members of the Avengers as you're playing. Yeah, and then there's always, oh, America still needs your help.
Right? Last time the missiles didn't curve.
Just such a good game. You got the underwater level. I mean, watching this and talking about it, just like, oh man, I'd love to play it. I'd really love to find an arcade and play that. Play through it. Maybe one of the conventions I go to this year will have something.
Oh, conventions, right? I forgot about that.
We can do a
Seagie's gonna be fun this year.
Yep, Seagie's always fun. Seagie's a lot of fun. But we can do a podcast on conventions we're looking forward to this year. But all right, that's 2 of my games down. What's your next one? And Sergeant Salt and Pepper, do you have another one? Oh, Final Fantasy Tactics. You played it before. And
700 hours into that game. 752 hours, if you want to be exact. I looked at
not
my
that
PlayStation
particular
cards.
version.
Well, that version, the old version. I like it. It's very good. It's You can level up very quickly. I like the grind. I could sit and do other things, and then but just play. Because I mean, the controls are I'm like super quick at the controls because I know everything. Now that I have a calculator, the game is just completely broken. Uh, but I don't like the fact that there's books that you collect from treasure hunting by going on missions within the tavern with the rumors that you have going on. So you go to a rumor and then you got to talk to the guy and send units out. So I have 3 units that I send out all the time. They're all 3 knights and they're doing very well. I mean, like they're passing each mission or whatever. I don't like the fact that you have to read the books that are in there. I don't think anything really requires you to read the books or the story, but you have to go through. But one of the stories was boring, and it was about some lady. I don't remember. It was
But
just.
when you say read it, so you'd go and you'd hit the thing and then pull up a bunch of text, and you had
It's a
to go
text
through and read it?
adventure. It's a text adventure inside a tactical game, which makes absolutely no sense to me because it was never like that to begin with in
That
the
is
original
very
game.
strange. But if
Really
it's
stupid.
optional, you just don't read the books. I mean,
I don't know because I need to get Cloud. So I need to start.
so you need to wait for it to rain.
Well, funny. I don't know where to get Aries. I think it's Aries with the flower. And no, I don't think that's her. I don't remember her name honestly, but I don't know where to get the flower. And I know it's a mission that you have to go on and do. But I'm on chapter 3, and I don't know what's happening. I forgot how to get Cloud, but I have the right characters to defy height and walk on lava to get his sword on top of the volcano. So now I'm like, okay, how do I do this? Where does it start?
Go play a good game.
It's a very good game. Sure it is. But it's just I don't know. It has good. It has the voice acting is excellent in it. The voice acting is perfect. So that's one of the really, really, really good things is the voice acting. So the voice acting is great.
Yeah, I know you were looking
But
out for that one, and I know you haven't put in the 700 hours, but you probably put what somewhere between 50 and 100.
I have about 195, and that's just grinding. That's sheer grinding, like grinding, and I'm playing on tactician mode, which is the hardest mode. So I'm like calculating each movement I make, figuring things out, trying to go based off of this or based off. It's insane what I'm doing with the game. But I mean, yeah, it's like I already have like half of the jobs mastered for certain things. Agrius is mastered already. I'm just moving forward with trying to place out the entire game.
Cool. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed that one. Again, that's one that's just because of the time sink and whatnot. That's just not for me.
It's a good game. It really is a good game.
Yeah. Sergeant Salt and Pepper says he did finish Super Mario RPG Remake on the Switch, and he had a lot of fun with that one.
I do want to play Mario RPG. I have it on Super Nintendo and I have it on the Switch. So I do want to play it on the Switch. I heard it's an excellent game. I've never played it before. So I might try that out. But Tactics, I'm going to play Tactics nonstop, regardless if I beat it or not. I'm just going to keep on playing and playing and playing. So yeah.
Your Tactics is kind of like EDF 2025 because I've been playing that game on and off for 8 years.
Yeah.
But it's not on my list. But December, I finally got through and beat all 94 missions with all 4 characters on all 5 difficulties. So you have to go through each level 20 times. 20 times? 4 characters, 5 difficulties. Yeah, 20 times. But you can speed that up by having the second player play a different class. So
and then that gets accredited to your class, so the classes open up.
But and that one now I've taken a step back. I uninstalled it from my Xbox so I can make myself play something else. And the only reason it's not on my list is because I had beaten it previously, but now I've completed it. outside of collecting all the weapons, I have completed it.
Now, see, with tactics is that I have to have a poacher skill. The poacher skill, I have to poach the monsters, and then by poaching the monsters, I should get Excalibur, and I need Excalibur to give to Orlando because he's the most intense holy knight in the entire game. He's called the Thunderlord. So now if Orlando does a double equipped ninja with double swords and the knight to equip double swords and he equips double Excalibur, my attack goes from 220 almost to 400 per lightning stab. So I have all this in my head of the route that I have to take in order to do this to go. It's I can't play.
Sounds like a mess.
It's just in my head, it's all mapped out. I need my summoner maxed out in order to take a hit from Ultima. So then that way I learn Ultima, which is a secret technique that I could use. And then there's a ninja I have to fight, and he knows a death attack. But then I have to have Ramza equipped as a squire in order to learn that death attack because that's a hidden ability. It's crazy.
That's just way too much. I just want to play a game and enjoy it. Speaking of my next one, this is a digital one. This is one of the first games I picked up last year called Mobius Machines.
Oh yeah, this looks good. I remember this looked like a lot of fun. You love.
Yeah, go ahead and die. I want to save point.
Samus, Orion, Super Metroid-esque type of games, it seems.
I like them. Like, I'm playing Gigasword right now, which is kind of like...
It looks good.
It's another Metroidvania style, Cathedral. It's just, I don't know. It's a pretty good formula for the most part.
Did you ever beat Cathedral?
No. I need to go back to it. Cathedral...
That's a hard game.
It's kind of annoying at times because like the bosses are all bullet sponges. And so I mean they are in this one too, but not to the same extent. It's just it's kind of painful with Cathedral. And when I beat the boss and it glitched that one time, like that kind of put me off. But I do need to get back to it and beat it, or I just need to sell it so I have it physically. Yeah, I picked this one up when Xbox had a buy two get one sale at the beginning of last year.
I do have to say though, the format for Metroid, Super Metroid, still to this day is a solid 10 out of 10 game. Super Metroid is probably one of the best games ever created on the Super Nintendo.
On the Super Nintendo, yeah. But I think I would take Metroid Dread over Super any and every day of the week.
I'd have to play Metroid Dread.
But yeah, you should definitely pick it up. But this one, you get multiple types of guns. You get upgrades for your suit. So I think one of the first ones you get allows you to slide. It's not that. Like, there's your slide right there, so you can get over spots set. You'd fall through otherwise. You get a jetpack that makes you so you can jump further. So like it's not. It doesn't deviate from the formula a ton, but that's okay. It's a good formula, and I enjoy it. And I enjoyed it enough to play through this and another one called Mars 2120. But
that's a good game.
This one more than 2120.
Mars 2120. I saw you play that. I had to get it. It is. I played it for I think close to about 8 hours. It is good. It's good.
There was, but I think this was like the second or third game I beat. Like I think I beat Captain America, this Mobius Machine, and then Mars 2120 all in February. But they're just a lot of fun. They're just solid games. But so that's my third of my top 5. So what's your next one saying? And
so here's
Pepper, if you got another one you want to share.
So here's the one where I ask you about honorable mentions. since we're moving up to the top 2? Do you have any honorable
We can
mentions?
I do. We can do honorable mentions before we do number 1.
Okay. So my second game broke me and I went crazy beating this one boss for a total of 100 and I think it was 140 hours, 150. I'm not sure. I put 150 something hour. Well, I know and fought the boss 272 times straight without fail, to the point where I got recruited by a very, very prestigious clan in the game.
Oh, so
And
this is a Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter Wilds.
Goosebumps. I love this game to no end. My friend would say to me, he would smack me and say, "Well, no, Worlds was better." Yes, Worlds was a trillion times better. Rise was garbage. But I I I went back and played Rise, I think, with him Monday, and when I had time to myself, and I just I couldn't get through it. He couldn't get through it. I don't even know how I played Rise for so long, for a year. I just don't. I think it's just whatever. But um, Wilds is phenomenal. Story is good, but damn, when they put Omega planets into this game, Capcom, you brought an animal out in me that I had no idea that I would hit that wall and say screw you, and I would scale the wall. Like, I went crazy in this game, and I fought Omega Planets so much that I actually went back and started playing Final Fantasy with Clive, just so I could go do the DLC to fight Omega Planets in that and destroy him in that game as well, which is going to be very hard because he's even harder in that. But I love this is a definite 2 for me. It is an excellent game. Excellent game. The graphics are good. I bought it on PC and the physical version of this. I have plushies coming from Japan because of this game, because I liked it so much. Um it it is a great Monster Hunter. Uh the balance of the weapons that they did with this, the
Is it a little
overall
bit faster pace than
yes. Yes,
that
you
was
don't.
like I tried playing Rise and that was just tough because it felt so slow at times.
No, this is definitely not slow at all. You don't have, like, if a monster, see, like, if a monster stomps, you're gonna go on the ground and it's gonna take some time for you to get up, like a couple of seconds to get up or whatever. But that's because, if a monster stomps, it's like a stun grenade going off in real life and you're slowed down, which is understandable. I mean, I get that, unless you have a jewel that, a stun jewel that stops you from getting, whatever. But the optimization of the armor, fighting Omega, they added more harder monsters into this. You got to figure out your team and go for. It's amazing. But God, the new people suck. I have to go back and fight Omega again because I need parts from him. And I tried to do it with new people, and I'm like getting friend requests left and right because I'm the one that's not getting hit, damageless. I'm not dying. I did it with a friend last night. We did the Savage version, which is ridiculously hard. I didn't die. I got hit maybe 3 times. That was it. But it just, when it comes to it, like, I've learned his move set so well that I could do it, and I already know what's going to happen. It's overall, it's an excellent game. Absolutely great game.
It hits on all the right cylinders.
Yes.
Yeah. So Sergeant Salt and Pepper said the new Indiana Jones game that came out for the PS5. So he bought it last year and enjoyed what he had.
That was a good. A lot of people said that was a good game. I didn't play it, but it was.
I think is what it was called. I played it a little bit for the Xbox. I don't know. I guess it was last year. Maybe it was the year before. I don't know. But like combat and stuff, like I didn't care for. But I watched a buddy play after he'd gone through and played it, and I was like, okay, yeah, it looks neat. Maybe I need to give it another shot, and I just haven't gone back and done it. But that's a me problem, not a that game problem. But it just didn't seem to resonate with me very well. So
Why don't you could probably get the demo for Wilds and play. And it's cross-platform. I mean, if it's very fast-paced.
I doubt the demo's cross-platform.
I don't know, but it's very fast-paced.
Excuse me. You'll have to remind me, and I'll give it a look. But
See, the good thing about it is that, like, unlike Rise, where you were hitting all over the place and you know what the hell you were doing, this one you hold down the L2 button and you focus on the monster, hitting the monster.
That was something that was huge that I struggled with Rise, is that you couldn't lock on.
This has a full lock-on feature, and you are locked into the monster, and it shows you the parts that are breakable and where to hit the monster to bring it down.
That's kind of neat. I mean, the biggest thing right there is lock on. Lock on was that kind of game definitely needs a lock on, so that then it's easier to straight around your enemy.
Yeah, it definitely does. Definitely does.
Yeah. So my next game, which would probably actually be my number 2 game, I thought I was going to beat this. It was going to be the first game that I was going to beat last year, because I was playing it towards the end of the year, really enjoying it. It ended up being the last game that I beat last year, and that is Sonic Frontiers. I had a lot of fun with it. There were some annoying parts, particularly when issues with camera and the lock-on targeting. It was hit and miss, and sometimes it led to deaths. So it was like, okay, that shouldn't be. I might not should play the music on this because it's of the music on it, but I loved. I sit there and I'd go and play the Angel Island theme from Sonic Adventure. And then I was like, oh, you can get it so that it just plays that. And so I'd do that, and I'd play just that song, or there's a song from Sonic Heroes. It was just really cool to put those on and play.
How were the puzzles? How would you rate the puzzles in the game?
The puzzles were fun. The puzzles were good for the most part. There was one, like a lot of the puzzles had to do with unlocking the map. And one of them, I went through the first area, couldn't figure out what I needed to do to even activate it, so I could even try to do it. The next area I found out, it's just one that you've got to be there at night. Unfortunately, there's no way to quickly,
transition
move time of day. So you either had to run off and then run back, which I did a couple times. And there's one time I was like, oh, I'm just going to hang out here and relax. A lot of the levels that you would use to get, I think they were all keys basically to unlock the memories. No, was it to unlock
memories?
Use those to unlock the memories. There's several collectibles, but you'd use those to unlock memories so that you could talk to the other characters and unlock other things in the world. But it was kind of neat because you unlock a section of the map, and like part of it all comes up in different squares and pops up, and then you see, look right there. All of a sudden, oh look, there's a new rail. I was like, what?
Oh, that's right, the rails. I remember playing the rails.
A ton of grinding, but that was like their way of having fast travel. So, and right there, I unlocked a new tune. But it was for the most part, like I'd rate like a 7 and an 8, because one of the most frustrating things with these new 3D Sonic games that have you do levels that are side scrolling, like the original Sonic, is they don't let you use the D-pad. It's like, if you are locked into a side view, let me use the D-pad, because that is Sonic to a T. because on the Genesis, what did we have? We had a D-pad.
Yeah, we did have a D-pad.
So that's one of my biggest gripes with the Sonic 3D games is when they don't let you use D-pad for a section that should so use the D-pad. It just makes sense.
Overall, how big is the world?
Well, there's there's 5 different worlds. But see, like that death right there, it was bad lock on. And camera. So when those two hit, it's just like, oh well, that's great. And because I died, like the rail is gone now. The bosses weren't really that difficult, which was kind of surprising. Like they needed to put more something into them, but you're supersonic for the bosses at the end of all the levels. So the thing is, you got to beat it within the time limit, aka your rings running out. But they seem to be very generous with getting you replacement rings and stuff. But it was a really solid game. I've got that one physically. I was able to pick up a steelbook when GameStop was giving them away at some point.
I remember that Tony Hawk Pro Skater with Sonic.
Thankfully, not quite, because you don't have to go through and do all the moves and everything else. I think you could.
Does he have a lot of moves on the rails though?
I didn't unlock everything. So there's some stuff that's like, that's dumb. I don't care about doing that. That's why I have 77 skill points to spend. Let's see. Let's jump forward some. I think this is still the first area. I spent a bunch of time in the first area because I was just having fun running around, exploring things, trying to unlock stuff. And then when I finally got to the second area, I was like, all right, I'm going to focus on trying to get the game beat. But like there's some stuff that if you don't want to hunt things, if you're running around the world, there's parts with Big the Cat. You can go in and fish, and you sit there and just fish, and then you can use the currency you get from that.
Wait, you could fish? Sonic fishes?
Yes, Sonic fishes. You must not have ever played Sonic Adventure.
No.
Let's see. Okay, I don't think I get through. Hold on here. I thought I saw. Yeah, here's it loading into one of the 2D levels. Which these things came in handy because again, I started playing it at the beginning of the year, or the end of 2024, into 2025, and then finished it at the end of 2025. So there's lots of moves and stuff. But level
is Robotnik in the game?
Okay, I don't see why I couldn't use the D-pad for this. But,
that's annoying with the joystick.
I mean, you get used to it and stuff, but it was just like, it's just not what, from a Sonic game, I want to be able to use the D-pad. It's just, I think Generations let you, I forget if Generations let you use the D-pad or not.
So here's the question. Is Robotnik in the game?
Yes.
Okay.
You actually kind of work together some. Again, spoiler alert. But obviously, we're talking about a lot of the stuff going on with the games. But like I said,
I have it
between 7 and an 8. Just because some of the again, the camera angles, the lock on, just gets irritating, and it led to deaths that were annoying. And sometimes it would take you further back than I think it should have. Apparently that one I got a perfect run. I got keys for everything I could on that one. But yeah, that's my number 2 game. Kind of still looking for it digitally also, so if I ever want to, I can just jump back in and play it, or download it and play it, and not have to worry about having the disc in. But that's something that, like, if I can find it for $5 or $10, then maybe I'll pick that.
I never played it. I mean, I played it for 5 minutes and then that was it. I was done.
It's a good game.
I should go back and try it again.
Yeah, I would recommend giving it a shot, especially if you already have it. But give it some time.
So we're at our number one.
We're at number one. I don't have any videos for the honorable mentions, and I really only have 3.
You have
So if you got a
3
couple-
honorable?
Only,
You have 3
yeah,
honorable
only 3
mentions?
honorable mentions.
I do have 3. That's funny. I have 3 honorable mentions as well.
All right, go ahead and name drop all 3.
Okay, so my first honorable mention would be Pharmagia. You
How
don't know
far is
about
that?
that, or
I have
Huh?
no idea
so
what
my
that is.
first would be Pharmagia. My second would be Gundam Breakers, and my third would be the first Berserker. Actually, let me swap Gundam Breakers for Black Myth Wukong and put in the first Berserker.
Okay, I heard of Black Myth Wukong. Don't know don't know any.
Pharmagia is like you farm. There was an anime with it as well, but you farm and make monsters from the farm. And you're on like these islands, and there's like a person in charge of each island. In each island, you have to battle the person that's on the island because the islands are all being taken over and getting sucked into like this great like happening I'm not going to ruin it if anyone ever is going to play the game, but this big happening that's going to happen and stuff, and like the great wipe, and it just overall it's just like a really good game. I was enjoying it. I was enjoying the story and everything. Marvelous put it out. It kind of just faded away into existence after the anime. The anime didn't get very good reviews. It got, I think, like maybe a 3.8 or a 4.0 on Crunchyroll, and then that was about it. They finished it off in 13 episodes. The game was there, and kind of like the game faded into existence. I sort of
It's tough for any game to really get any staying power because
yeah.
if you think about it, like I would say nothing that has been released for the Switch 2 has any staying power.
This is
including
released on
Mario
the
Kart.
Switch.
No one's talking about Mario Kart. No one's talking about Donkey Kong. No one's really even talking about Metroid Prime 4 anymore. So it's tough for a game to get long staying power.
Came out
Expedition 33 has that just because it's a great game.
Yeah, it is.
From what
I
I've
mean,
heard, I haven't played.
Oh, it's I've heard Expedition 33 people are it's going to be talked about for years to come. I mean, this one
Yeah.
This one came out November 1st, 2024. I played it in 2025. And really, OpenCritic gave it would recommend it 38%. Nintendo Life gave it 7. Nintendo World Report gave it 6. The real thing that I only give a damn about is RPG Fan, which gave it a 75 out of 100, which isn't bad. RPG Fan is more realistic to RPG stuff. The website's still up, farmagia.com. I have 3 copies of it because 2 copies I left sealed because when I was at Best Buy, they had the copies for, I think it was like $15, $20. And I'm like, $20 for the game. It's the day 1 edition. Mine's open. So I just picked up like 2 of them. I picked up one of them. And the girl's like, no one's really buying this, and we're just gonna whatever. Do you just want an extra copy of it? And I said, sure, not a problem.
Why not? If you're just gonna end up throwing it away or something.
They normally do that. I've watched a lot of dumpster dive videos.
I don't know how much faith I have in the dumpster dive videos.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, so Black Myth Wukong, everybody knows that. Journey to the West or the East, I think it is. And it just, you go from there. It's the Monkey King, and you go off and fight Buddha and everyone else, discover yourself. Um, Great Souls like game, but more of a boss rush game. And what's the other one? The first Berserker, Karzan, the first Berserker. It's a linear Souls-like game which allows you in between boss fights to level up, travel back to different areas, and level up as well. It is an excellent game. There's multiple like weapons he can use, and dual blades, heavy swords, spears, all this stuff. So yeah, it's not bad. Those are my three honorable mentions that I
Those are the
played this
honorable
year.
mentions.
Yeah, in 2025.
Sergeant, you got any honorable mentions? Mine are one of them's. I'm not sure it came out last year, but it was Warhammer 40K Space Marine 2. I really enjoy those games, but I will say I enjoyed the single player campaign for the first one a lot more than I did the second one and the way it controlled. But I had fun with the short campaign. I mean, that's one of the things that keep it from going in the top 5 is just the single player campaign's too short, and because of the challenge, I'm trying to beat a bunch of games and stuff. I was like, I can't spend a bunch of time just playing multiplayer. It's just I can't do it. So I didn't spend as much time with it as I might have liked to. But maybe I can get back to it now that I'm going to change up how I'm doing the challenge this year. The next one is, I don't know, it might be a bit of a cop-out because it's Shining Force Resurrection of the Dark Dragon for the Game Boy Advance.
Can you
I beat
show
the
that?
Genesis version.
Can you show that? Because I'm interested in that.
Let me see.
Anything RPG S related.
Let me see if I can find something. But it's a really fun game. It's great. Nope, I don't. Oh no, I do have some Game Boy. I gotta reshare it. Let me see. Add to the stage. All right. So here's this part. No one cares about that.
You played this year?
Yeah, I played at near the beginning of this year. I think I beat it in like March or something. But it's a tactical style.
Ooh, that looks good.
You probably saw me playing this some because it took me several streams to beat it. But again, like I played through and I had beat the Genesis version, but I never beat this version, which has some nice quality of life improvements, and they added in some extra stuff and some sort of a card system that one of your heroes can use. But it's just Shining Force is a really great game. I love that game, as well as Shining in the Darkness.
You like Shining in the Darkness?
Yep. I like dungeon crawlers, so. But it's a really fun game. You can sit there and grind your levels if you want.
Shining
years ago, I played through the Genesis version with only the hero and a healer. That took a long time because some of those battles are really tough to do solo. And you get to a point where your character doesn't really level up anymore. Like you'll get a level up and you won't get any stat increases. Kind of annoying.
I thought you meant Shining Holy Ark.
I might try that sooner or later. I think I have the Japanese version of it. But
Which
this
is
is like
the
one
one
of the added battles that's not in the Genesis version because you have these other characters off doing something else, and then eventually they come together and meet. That's my second honorable mention, and my third and final one is Dungeon Explorer for the Sega CD. If you don't remember, that's the one that Print and I played.
Oh God, yeah, that game.
We beat in September, and it was really fun at the beginning, but the grind can get a little bit tiresome, especially with the bullet sponge bosses. And the final boss took Print and I quite a bit of time, and it was like I think there were certain things that you were supposed to destroy first so that you could move on to the next stage, which wasn't really clear because it looks like you're doing damage to all these different parts. And it was a slog to get back to the bosses if you died. There were no checkpoints. If you played for 2 hours and you died trying to go through an area and get to a boss, you lose everything. The entire 2 hours. But she and I had fun. We were super excited when we beat it, and yeah, so that's my my third and final honorable mention.
You did that on the JVCI.
Yeah, that was because I just got this is awesome. I got to play something on it.
And have you played anything else on it?
Huh?
Have you played anything else on it?
I have put some other stuff in it to mess around with it because it can play burned discs. So
that's pretty good, though.
But how's it going, Drake? Yes, there was two me's because I was showing gameplay, but I actually did. You got Metroid Prime 4. You don't remember what else you bought, if anything. Well, this is just the games that you beat in 2025 or that you put a chunk of time into. Like what were your favorite games? It doesn't have to be anything that it didn't have to be released last year because I think Space Marine 2, which was an honorable mention, was the only one that was may have been released in 2025. I don't think it was though. So I know I got it. I waited and got it on sale, and I wish I'd waited longer to get it, even though I did enjoy it. Sergeant Salt and Pepper says, only other new game I played and beat last year was DK Bonanza. It was fun, but I didn't think it was as hyped up as a lot of people thought it was.
Yup.
Yeah. A lot of people, if you don't like grinding, from what Sayan has told me, it can be a bit of a problem because you get fatigued because you're like, oh wait, I just spent a bunch of time digging and it didn't do anything.
The game was irritating.
I mean, that was what I was looking forward to, but I didn't get a Switch 2, and I have zero plans on getting a Switch 2.
You probably will when it goes cheap, like the Switch is now. That Terminator game is
Terminator
good.
2D does look pretty neat. I'm sure it will be on sale at some point this year, if not on Steam, then on consoles as well. So I'll wait. I'll probably just pick that up digitally there. And see if I can get it for $10 or $15.
So our number one.
So on to your top game for 2025.
Do you want to go first?
No, you can go.
I probably can guess your top number one game. I wouldn't.
Okay, I have no idea what yours is, but go ahead and do yours, and then you can try to guess mine. And if anyone wants to try to guess it, feel free.
Mine. Oh, Eartheon. I'm not gonna get on that. That'll go down another whole rabbit hole. Mine is.
Yeah, I don't even know what that game is.
Rune Factory, Guardians of Ozma. So it's basically it's a Rune Factory game.
That doesn't really tell me anything.
Okay, so Rune Factory is basically when you did.
You don't need to just tell me about the game.
Okay, so like
that's
all the year and a half. So all the other Rune Factory games, you farm and you build up towns. And this, you build up like towns that are in different seasons. Yeah, funny. So says the guy that played what was it, Tom Nook? So you farm and you get different seeds by collecting and doing stuff, and then you take those seeds and grow out your crops. And you have to assign different villagers to do things in the crop, in the villages and stuff. Then you go off, you fight monsters, but it's a really like day-to-day life building up, relationships and stuff. The story is good, the music is great. I actually played this on the cruise that I went on back in June, because it was, Carnival cruise. So it was, yeah, but never again.
So you're on a boat playing your Switch.
Never again will I take a Carnival cruise.
Were all of your favorites on the Switch?
1, 2, 3 of them were on the Switch.
Okay.
So because there's a theory behind why I play on the Switch, but it's a great game. I mean, I really enjoyed this. I really do enjoy the story. I'm at the point right now where I'm at the turning point, like the halfway point in the game where it's like, okay, you did everything you needed to do. Now, like, you're at the major turning point in the story where you have to go off to the next level, like the next thing, like do something and then go off. It's a great game. It's a Rune Factory game. I have all the Rune Factory games complete in box. This one happens to be my favorite. I bought this and then I bought the collector's edition sealed. So I have the collector's edition sealed. It's an excellent game if you want to just. You ever hear the term slice of life? It's a slice of life type of game. If you like Animal Crossing, Rune Factory is kind of like that. You don't have to do anything.
There's several Rune Factory.
There's 3, 4, and then this one's 5.
Okay. So yeah, okay. I was like, wait a minute, that actually sounds familiar.
Slice. It's a great game. Absolutely great game. It's good on the Switch too. Good on the Switch too. Oh, just Shinobi. To make a mention.
Which Shinobi probably would have been in my top 5 if I'd picked it up and played it.
I didn't do Shinobi. Shinobi was I looked at it. I just was Dead Cells and I didn't like Dead Cells, so I was like, I'm just gonna stay away from Shinobi.
Oh no, they're very different games.
It
has a demo. Shinobi. You should download it. Give it a shot. At least if you're a fan of the Shinobi games on the Genesis.
3 was excellent.
The Master System. So okay, so go ahead, try to guess my top game.
Earth Defense Force.
Nope. I said earlier that it wasn't.
Oh, okay.
But partly because, like, I'd beat it previously. Yes, Fruit Ninja is a slice of life game. Okay, here's another one. What system do you think my top game was on? 3 of the 4 were on Xbox, and 1 of them was on the Genesis.
Xbox?
No. PC. This is the first game that I beat in 2025.
The Dome Keeper?
No.
Dome Keeper's good.
Was that 2025? I think it might have been Dome Keeper. I think it was 2024. I wish I'd captured more gameplay. Oh, you know what? I do think I might have some of me.
How to Send Your PC to the Moon?
No.
It is, and it's a damn good game. Dome Keeper is good.
Free on what?
Game Pass.
Oh. It's on free to play weekend and on sale for $7. Dome Keep is a lot of fun, and like they added more stuff when I stopped playing it near as much. Let me see. Jump forward. So first, I'm going to show a video that I made for. I don't know if everyone watches Captain Algebra, but what were your top game that you played or beat in 2025? And this one actually just recently came out on consoles.
Call of Duty.
Definitely not. It's this. This is Satisfactory. Where's the volume?
This is your number one game?
Yep. You start off, and basically you're sitting there chipping away at rocks. And then you make a miner so that it does the digging for you. But you have to manually go and get it, empty it out. Then you get a miner Mark 1, then you get a 2, and then a 3 that does it automatically for you, and it has a conveyor belt that sends it off to other things. And then you make a giant factory with all kinds of different resources coming in and making different bits and pieces. So these things right here are taking the iron ore, making iron ingots. The ingots are getting fed to these two things. The one on the left is making screws. The one on the right is making iron rods. See, then you look off into the distance. And so the screws are going off to several different places. The iron rods are going off to different places. And everything you see, and the stuff in the far back here, some of that is power generation because you have to supply electricity to all of it. But I still play this game. I still jump in and play it. This is actually video from my second game that I started. Once after I got a feel for it and beat the first one, I was like, oh, I want to do it again. But it's just.
How do you beat something like this?
This one, you make doodads and send them up a space elevator, which I think I show in a bit. But like, I don't know. There's probably over 100 different machines making stuff in this, and it is complete spaghetti junction with conveyors running here, there, and everywhere. And okay, like right here, this I believe is a splitter because you have splitters and you have mergers, so you can split stuff off of a conveyor and have it go in 3 different directions or up to 3 different directions, and you can merge stuff from 3 different directions and send it off in one direction.
That looks pure insanity.
These are all the different resources that you can find in the game and that you need so that you can make stuff. At this point in the game, like this green stuff over here, I think it's uranium. So you can make a nuclear power plant. All right. And
God.
This thing back here is a space elevator. So you put stuff on the space elevator, you send it up, and that is how you win the game, by completing the object being made up there. Which I wish once you did that, you could just like, oh, well, let's do it again. But you can't. The thing right here, I think, is a radar tower, so it reveals the map around you.
That's
there's an
crazy.
area underneath this that looks like this. And it just came out, I think it was November, December, came out on Xbox and PlayStation. Which if it gets cheap
how
enough,
long did
I'll
it
buy it
take you
again.
to do that?
Hmm?
How long did it take you to do that?
Oh, I don't know. I don't have Steam open. Otherwise, I would look and see how much. Let me see. Why did it jump to that one? So this is the first game that I was playing and just running around the world. The second game I didn't even make this, but you can make vehicles to get you around. And they also have cargo slots so you can carry more stuff. What was this? So this is where I'm making a transportation tube, basically, so you can fast travel from one point to another.
Underwater?
Yeah, sometimes if you could make a platform to put it out on, or if it's not too wide, you can get it so you can go down and back up in the water. Sometimes you go through the land. It's not, the physics aren't perfect, but
You have no enemies. This is all just resource farming.
oh no, there are some critters that will attack you, which you can turn it off so that they won't.
Oh, so then that would be creator mode.
No, you play the game, you just don't have to worry about stuff attacking you. There's only certain areas and certain critters that try to eat your face.
How did your computer do with this? Was it good?
It was fine. Well, I mean, like I'm playing it and streaming it.
Wow. So it's
So-
not resource intensive.
Not too bad. But yeah. If you like that style of game, that's one you should check out.
That's very similar to Guardians of Azuma. You're just picking resources and your resources are farming. So it's not too bad.
Nope, but that's our top games for 2025. I don't know if anyone has anything else that they want to add. Well, we're about to wrap it up, but if you want to drop some of your favorite games from last year that you played and or beat, doesn't have to be released last year. But yeah, nope. There's good stuff out there to play. You don't have to worry about buying everything new.
No, there's no reason for that.
No, I mean, like I said, I think Mobius Machine, I basically spent like $6 on. Had a ton of fun with that, and actually, my brother gave me Satisfactory. What was it? Captain America and the Avengers. You know that's an old game, but I bought it in September 2017. Finally got around to beating it. Warhammer Chaos Bane. You know, Sonic Frontier wasn't released last year, but was it? I'm trying to look back at the case, see if I can. I don't see a year on here.
And there it goes.
What went?
Code Violet.
What? You
That
just
game.
threw it. Get out of here.
Oh, screw. It's going to be good. The natural successor to Dino Crisis.
Blah blah blah.
Hmm. But I think, yeah.
Yeah, that's our games of 2025. I don't know, tomorrow or Saturday we can look at trying to do the games we're looking forward to in 2026. There's not many. Most of what I've got is just those videos that we looked at, I don't know, a month or two, actually I guess 2 or 3 months ago, from that Xbox event that Microsoft did. There's some of those that I actually put on my wish list. I was like, oh, okay, well, those are games I'm looking forward to. I probably won't pick up until 2027 or 2028, but sorry. Cough is still getting me. Yeah, if there's nothing else, I guess we will call it a night. Appreciate everyone stopping in. Hope everyone has a good night. And keep it Sega.